Hey everyone, it's Tam coming from Peony Lore. I hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a very strange reading for me for this particular week. This will have been the 6th attempt that I've made in getting different messages out. And so I've learned that when it doesn't happen right the first time, there's usually a shift in energy, which affects my ability to tune into the detail to the best of my ability. And or the details are changing so quickly that by the time I put the messaging out, the circumstances could have potentially changed. It is what it is. But I wanted to at least bring forward what was shared with me. And so in this week's reading, we are going to do this all message with timestamps for each of the different signs. However, this is what came to me, okay? And so we're going to go there. First and foremost, July is an extremely heavy, energetic month. It's 5 weeks long. So we're in Cancer season for a very long time, which is going to affect people's emotions and their ability to deal with all of the different energies that have come through. Honestly, from the past couple of weeks, it's been a lot, you guys. It's been a lot. So this should be a week of really trying to slow down, in a sense. And to the best of my ability, I'm going to share like kind of what's come up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull your sacred geometry card. We're going to pull one card for the energy of the week. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a bonus reads that's going to come up probably like around Wednesday to help you get through an improved bolster of detail, if you will. So you're going to get your sacred geometry. You're going to get one card from the in between tarot, which is going to help understand where you've been and kind of what you are going towards this particular week, advice and an understanding. You are also going to get a magical dimensions card, which will have a little bit of well, it has a lot of light language built into it. And then you're going to receive one Keepers of the Light card. That is the powerful mix that we have going through this particular week in order to at least get messages to you by this upcoming Monday. And I think that the reason that they're slowing me down is because I also needed to be able to kind of go in hermit mode a little bit, going a little bit too fast and too strong in some areas, and myself needing to ground a little bit. So anyway, that's the long backstory of it. But here's where we're at. I have 3 different angels that stepped forward in energy, and the angel stepped forward. I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you so that you can try to have a little bit of an understanding. Let me just get a couple of different notes that I took here. Okay. There are really 4 days this week where there's going to be a lot of impact for people. And again, whether you personally are affected by the energy or someone in your environment is affected by the energy in some way, shape, or form, there is a potential effect for how you're going to receive this information. But collectively, what's getting ready to happen is on the 14th, we have the moon in opposition to Neptune. So that's a lot of heavy Virgos. If my Virgos are out there paying attention, you need to listen to this. So the angel that stepped forward, and I'm going to pull the card out so that you can see it, is Azariel. Okay. So Archangel Azariel stepped forward. He is the ruler of Neptune. Okay. He is the ruler of clairvoyance. He is the ruler of trying to clear up confusion. He is responsible a lot for dreaming. There's a lot of people, as I did my other versions, 95% of you all got more content coming through with your dreams. So there's a lot of work that's being done on the detail that came through with the heavy moon energy from Cancer last week, okay? And a lot of it for a lot of you is really talking about upgrading and dealing with the new spiritual downloads and upgrades, or however you want to put it, your DNA upgrades, whatever you want to call it, that's most meaningful to you, that deals within your spirituality. So anyway, the ruler of Neptune coming through, talking about that auspicious day for a lot of people, and it's important for you to be able to understand that. Okay, so that's the first angel. On the 15th, we actually have Chiron, I think a lot of people know this, going into retrograde in Aries. And Chiron is really about self-learning. What lessons have you learned, right? So Chiron is the wounded healer in a sense. And Chiron wants to come in and it wants to test your knowledge base and your personal responsibility for your learning. Did you learn the lesson? Do we need to give you more lessons? Like, you really have to kind of go in and get an assessment of where you're at within that whole particular journey. So when Chiron goes retrograde on Thursday the 15th, you need to be aware of what it is that you've been able to absorb and integrate into your system with all the downloads and upgrades and all the other things that have happened. And what are you prepared to do with that information, okay? Then on the 16th and 17th, Libra energy is really heavy, heavy, heavy in the charts. And if I didn't say it already, Wednesday the 14th, that's where Virgo energy is all day long. Something is going on within that Virgo hermit mode energy for everyone, okay? Going within, seeking the lesson, taking additional downloads, receiving any of the other benefits of what it is that they want to be able to give you at that particular moment. When we get to the 16th and 17th, we've got a lot of Libra energy that is all over the place. And of course, I'm skipping through because I could sit here for 45 minutes talking to you about the different transits and how they affect people. But Libra energy is going to come in and calm some things down a little bit. But on the 18th is the other big day. So it's kind of like a test, if you will, in a little bit, because Lilith. Now, I do talk about the planets, and I also do talk about the asteroids, because they're extremely important. In order for you to have an appreciation for what this is outside of the general, which is that it can really kind of create competition, if you will. Understanding the backstory behind Lilith as far as the old biblical texts, being the first wife of Adam, because it wasn't Eve, and her basically telling him to go, you know, toss sand because she wanted to be able to be considered an equal with what was going on in the universe at that iteration at the time. So there's a natural conflict that happens, but there is that asteroid Lilith, and it's coming in the sign of Gemini. So I want to make sure I put that out there. So if you got competition with a Gemini who is wanting to look at both sides of the coin all the time, right? That whole dualistic energy, that can create some challenges for people. Now, I always tell people that if you are not aware of what your birth chart has to offer, you really need to start exploring that, because tarot in itself is the journey of where the biblical texts in some instances merge with the astrology, and that's where the codes and the symbols and the other things start to come into a point where individuals can pick it up and understand the multiple meanings behind each card. Each card has multiple meanings, which is why you have to lay them out in sequence, and you have to do other things in order to get the full picture. Long story short, the second energy that came through was Archangel Habiel. Now, Habiel is responsible for loyalty, if you want to put it down into a sense of a phrase or a word, okay? And she rules Moon Day, Monday, okay? So the energy of Monday is going to be very important. So there's a lot of Leo energy that's involved on Monday. It's kind of doing a lot of transits Monday and Tuesday. And, you know, when she's talking about loyalty, she's talking about loyalty to yourself, as far as like self-care and loyalty to other people, loyalty to the new vision, loyalty to the new track that you're on. And, you know, so that's important for you to be able to understand. I was shocked when this third entity came through, and I'm talking, it was very, very powerful. And the third energy that came through was Shamuel. Archangel Shamuel is responsible for the planet Mars. Okay, he's responsible for those quote-unquote feelings, if you will, associated with the Tower card, right? So he's responsible for understanding, and the energy of Mars is a lot of the times aggression. It's not always, and I got to tell you, there's two sides of the coin to all of the different entities that we work with, right? They have their softer side, and then they have their more aggressive side when it needs to be able to come out. That's their balance. At the end of the day, he brings forth the knowledge base that you need to have when it comes to aggression or will, your willpower. It can be dealing with anger. It can be dealing with really kind of like your drive forward, like your determination for what it is that you have going forward for yourself. So those three energies enough line up with the things that are happening for this particular week for people. But, and that's for the entire collective, it doesn't matter what your specific sign is, because again, if you don't have those particular pieces in your chart, it's very possible that someone else has those energies, like, you know, a coworker, you know, someone in your family. It doesn't really matter. Someone out there could be affected by those particular energies. So that's just kind of like a heads up about kind of what's going on. Again, I've tried filming this 6 different times. I'm not going to challenge myself. I don't care what I look like right now. I am going out there so you guys have a little bit of content to start with on Monday, and you have an appreciation of what all of this looks like, okay? So we're going to go in order. I will timestamp each of the different signs below if you want to go ahead and skip forward. I am not going to try to focus on the cards. You're going to get me and my little crazy all-day mug and what I look like. Hi, it's me. But this is what we got to do in order to move forward a little bit. So again, you're going to get your basis of the Sacred Geometry deck, because that is very important. You are going to get a in-between tarot. You're going to get a mystical dimensions card, and then I do think that you are supposed to get a master card. Yes, so the Keepers of the Light want to step forward so that people that are really trying to integrate the energies that they've pulled down over the past week and some change can ask for some additional support. Of course, you always can ask for your angels, your spirit guides, your galactic team. You can call in your ancestors of light. I would make sure that you call in the light, the ancestors of light. Listen, we all have ancestors, and some of them were not, you know. So make sure you're calling in the ancestors of light that can do something to help support you at this particular moment. Okay, so having had said that, we're going to go ahead and get into each of the different energies right now. So Aries, this is your Sacred Geometry card for the week. Aries. Aries. Archangel Michael, ruler of, supporter of Aries. So the card that comes through from Aries is the icosahedron, which is really feminine power at this particular moment. So Aries, the information that you need to be able to focus on, again, whether you're sun, moon, rising, or wherever it sits in your chart that is most meaningful to you, is the feminine divine. This is card number 21, and it reduces down to a 3, which means this is a catalyst opportunity for you to take recognition of this week. Let me just move my old lady glasses over here. All right. So the feminine divine, creation energy. What are you creating? What did you learn that you need to create with at this particular moment, Aries? Let us go ahead now and pull in one of the in-between tarot cards for you. So let's see what we've got, okay? That's going to be a lot of root chakra energy, that icosahedron. So I can already tell you that your root chakra, your base chakra, same chakra. It's just titled differently, but you know, depending upon where you learned the terminology. Base chakra, root chakra. It is very heavy in sense of self, sense of worth, finance, ancestors, structure, those types of things. But it's talking about creation. So let's think about that as we pull this next card. Okay, and again, this card is going to serve for the entire week. I apologize. This is just how it's coming out. Here we go. Aries. This is the 12th through the 18th, please. Managing all the other details and content I just shared. What does Aries most need to know to support them? Okay. So Aries, the card that pops out for you is the, it's the Knight of Coins transitioning into the Queen of Coins. So this is what the card looks like. Oh, let's make sure you're not getting too much glare. Okay. No, a little too much glare. There we go. Hopefully you can see that at this point. Okay. So the transition point that's happening in this card for you, Aries, is really, I said structure. Pentacles are structure. They're earth and materials, tangible, touchable things that you need to get your hands on. So the Knight of Coin has delivered his information. He's delivered his package. Cosmic Amazon came through. There is a point that is going to happen as you completely open up that package, okay, for that package now to be managed. The Queen, okay, feminine divine energy coming through here. The Queen of Coin is strong, prepared. She is confident. She is joyful. She has a bubbly atmosphere because she has everything that she needs, and she knows with confidence that she's taking care of her loyal subjects, including herself. There's no lack when it comes to this situation. So for me, what I'm getting out of this immediately is that you need to appreciate the divine feminine that is in your world. Now, that could be a partner. It could be yourself bringing forth more of your divine feminine energy, the creator energy. Not necessarily the doing at this point, but the creation of the idea. Now, if you follow the details from last week, you would have known that today, which is Sunday the 11th, the inspiration comes through. Now this week, you're being asked, and I think Mercury was involved in the inspiration that needed to be able to come through for that week. Mercury in Cancer was the inspiration. So again, it's the inspiration, but it's also a lot of watery energy. There is inspiration that's in there, but you got to work through those emotions in order to get that next piece, right? Okay. So the feminine divine portion that comes through is really talking about owning that feeling at this particular moment. What is it that you're trying to create? What is it that came through to you today or in your dreams by the time you look at this on Monday morning from tonight that is going to support you with that type of content? So now we're going to go through with the Magical Dimensions Oracle deck for Aries. Practical support, okay? Practical support, and this deck is baked with light language. So if you're open to receive some additional content that's going to open you up a little bit more, this is one of the decks that I like to use that will do that. So here we go. This is for Aries, please. The card that we got for you, Aries, is Sanctuary. It's talking about healing. It's talking about comfort. It's talking about faith. And it's talking about restoration. This is what the card looks like. Okay. I can get closer without it, like, putting too much glare. Then I invite you to take a look at this and see what you make of it on your own. But Sanctuary is a place where you can go in and you can do that healing. Again, we're talking about a lot of heavy water energy with this whole Cancerian time frame, and that water energy is offering you the opportunity to kind of go in and restore yourself too. So I'm just going to go back to this. This Queen of Coin in this particular card is obviously very full. She's pregnant, and this, you know, doesn't always have to mean literal birth, but it can mean, as you're looking at the story here, that what's being delivered is going to be what the message that was delivered, the idea that was delivered here is enough to take care of this new thought form, this new life, if you will. Okay, so it's long-term energy. So from a Sanctuary standpoint, and you're talking about healing and comfort that's going in with this, know that that creation energy is exactly that. You got to marinate. Ask any woman. You need something done. They've had an opportunity, have probably already thought about it in advance. So they are ready to move forward very quickly with what needs to happen. Of course, this doesn't apply to everyone. I am making a general statement, but at the end of the day, the creation of the idea and the planning stages coming forward, the creation, what needs to be done, who needs to be there, that type of energy is there, right? So the final card that we're going to pull for you, Aries, is one from the Keepers of the Light. And I'd like to see which master would like to step forward for our Aries this week. All right. Isis. Magic manifesting. Your dreams, your visions and goals are becoming reality, so make sure that you stay focused. Isis. Okay? This is a no BS kind of a card. You know, she comes from the pantheon of obviously ancient Egypt, and from a galactic standpoint, a lot of Syrian energy that comes through. So Aries, your natural trait, which we all love, and we all need Aries in our world, is your self-will. So what you're being guided to do at this particular moment is really take an opportunity to appreciate the divine feminine within you. Again, whether you're male or female. It's less doing at this moment, and it's more creation, thought process, going within, focusing on your dream, creating that plan in your brain, vision board, note it, whatever it is that you want to have done in order to see those things come to fruition. Okay? So hopefully, Aries, that helped. Again, I was not prepared to have to do it in this style, but after 6 attempts, I'm like, okay, you want me to do it a different way? Let's try it. Okay, so Aries, that is what I have for you. Hopefully you were able to resonate with a portion of it and that you appreciated some of the content. If you are a visitor and you haven't already liked, or excuse me, haven't already subscribed, I really would appreciate that you do that. I do put content out every single week, once a minimum. If you didn't find this as your particular flavor, as always, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. I'm going to continue to talk about North Node till I'm blue in the face about it, because this is the agreement, you starseed lightworker, that you made when you came down here to do this level of earth walk. Okay? All right. So, Aries, thank you so much for that. Any other information that you need is going to be in the description box. Okay? Now we are going to move on to our Leos. So Leos, let's sit down and have this conversation, okay? As far as the galactic chart is concerned, again, Monday and Tuesday are the highest days that I see a lot of Leo activity. Yeah, especially Monday. There's a couple of different transits that are going to happen. So pay attention to that loyalty message that came through. Your card that comes out is the icosahedron, but it's about speaking your truth. This is the right time and the right place to be able to put what it is that you want out there. Okay, speak your truth. We talked a lot about that last week. Most signs. This is not a time in these times to be shy. You got to say what's on your heart, and you got to say what's on your heart in order to clear for yourself. But like, you know, have some boundaries for people as well, right? So the icosahedron, this is going to be a lot of throat chakra, a lot of blue. So I'm wearing a lot of lapis lazuli today. Not that it didn't any help earlier, but I digress. Any other calming stone, angelite, celestite, those different types of things that are calming for your throat chakra will help. There's some that have a little bit of green in them, like azurite. Anything that's in that hue is still necessary. So there's still some work that needs to get done for you, Leo, in that vein. All right, but it is card 2, which is builder energy. Like you're already in the beginning stages of building something, so you need to make sure that your ideas are being heard. Okay, so now we're going to go in and I'm going to do a quick shuffle, and we're going to find out what your card is for this particular week. You're in between. This is for Leo. Well, all right. No BS. You have the Chariot card in between the Strength card. So Cancer season is on you. Leo, you're at the right place at the right time in order to get this. So this is you and your energy. And what is Cancer bringing for you this particular season? What is happening? Like, what is going on? Why am I backwards? I didn't realize my camera was backwards. Sorry, guys. So if I go this way, it'll focus without too much glare, hopefully. So you're in between the energy of yourself going into the Chariot moment. This is divine timing. This is extreme. There's a healing that's also getting ready to come to you. There's an additional push that's coming to you from the universe. You are going to be asked to go within a little bit deeper, like kind of go and appreciate that hermit mode. So Wednesday, Monday and Wednesday. I see some gorgeous moments that are coming for you as I'm going through it within my mind's eye and getting through the story here. There's some beautiful moments of family. There's expansion of family. There is expansion of truth within a family. There's just a lot of building that's happening, but you are on the right path based upon what it is that I see, Leo. And so energetically, this particular week, this should you should really be coming out smelling like a rose at the end of the day, as long as you can keep your composure. And that's what they want me to continue to tell you. There is a lot of aggressive energy sometimes that people bring forth with, oh, Leo, and they're aggressive. Well, they are, but they're doing it because they love what they're doing. So when you get this card, notice that this person is going within, almost like in hermit mode, in order to receive the information that's needed, and also this healing that's coming down from the divine for you. There's another push that they have for you. Okay, so we're gonna go in with your magical dimensions. And what do we have for our Leo for this week of the 12th through the 18th? Leo. All right, Leo. You actually had two cards that popped out. The first card is the third eye portal. So if you didn't already feel it, this is what you're going to be receiving when you go into hermit mode. You're going to be receiving more third eye activation. And this particular card talks about vision, clairvoyance, clarity, and also confusion. Who did I say was stepping forward this week? So Azariel is really going to be working with you and your teams to bring you a little bit more clarity in this position. Third eye portal. The other card that popped out was celestial assistance. So you have a lot of guidance, enlightenment, and angelic messages that are coming your way. I love this card. I really want you to see. There's a lot of white naturally in the way that the artwork was done, but can you just see how gorgeous this card is? Hopefully you're able to take advantage of that. You have a lot of galactic support that is around you this particular week, Leo, because as far as the details of what's going on in the cosmos this week, a lot of it is about strength, and it is about perseverance. You're all over it. All right, so we're going to go in with your final card, Leo, for this week, and this is going to be from the Keepers of the Light. This is from Leo. Wow, that was very fast. Ooh. How do I want to explain this? You have Commander Ashtar. It's a call to action. It's a call to action. So Starseed, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. And I think I'm going to leave it there as far as the entity that is popping through at this particular moment. Of course, if you have any questions, make sure that you reach out to me with the contact details that are in the description box below. This is going to be a big week for you. And it's going to be a great week as well if you look at it from the perspective of your growth, your spiritual growth, your next leveling up, your trajectory. Okay? So Leo, I hope that that helped. I hope that that was able to give you a little bit of information. You know what to do. Take a look at the other signage if this wasn't 100% everything that you were looking for. Again, this is a short week as far as details coming through, but maybe the 7th time is the charm. So here we go. All right, so now we are off to our next fire sign. Sagittarius. 12th through the 18th, Sagittarius. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sagittarius. Okay. We have card 33 that popped out. This is believe. This is have faith in whatever is going on for you this particular week. This is a great card to have. It's a general reminder that, you know, as you're going through these things, you do have support. You are on the path. You just have to believe that what you called into existence is actually going to come into existence, and it will. Okay, so this is the believe card. A lot of heart chakra. So you're talking a lot of green stones. You're talking malachite. You're talking fluorite. You're talking, again, azurite. You're talking anything with a green hue or pink, okay, to help you with your heart chakra. Rose quartz, manganocalcite, strawberry quartz, Oh my God, there's like 15,000 crystals in my head. But basically, that's kind of the general wheelhouse that you want to be in if you're looking for a colored stone that can help you. Otherwise, program your clear quartz to work on your heart chakra, and you will find that it will open up for you a little bit more. Okay, so let's get your tarot card for the week. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. We have Major Arcana card that pops out for you. We have the in-between card of the Hierophant and the Lovers. So it is very apparent that this week is, you're one of the signs that needed to be able to take advantage of understanding the backstory of what I just kind of gave. What you make of it is what you make of it at this point. Watch out for your energy as far as competition on the 18th. Be mindful of the moon in opposition to Neptune on Wednesday. But with this Lovers card that comes through, this Gemini energy that comes through, you've got two major arcana, right? This is about heart chakra as well. It supports the heart chakra card that came out, excuse me. The energy of the Hierophant, there is an official situation that's coming up for some of you. So I've got like 3 or 4 different scenarios that they're giving me. One of the scenarios is very honest and open, and, you know, very clearly somebody out there is going to receive the question. Someone's going to pop the question. Someone is going to bring forth the opportunity for there to be some sort of union. And if it isn't a matrimonial type of a situation, there is an agreement, there is a next level teaching moment that's getting ready to come through. There's an agreement for sure that's coming through between two people. And it's going to be very, very strong. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be matrimony. It could be a strong business partnership. It can be an aunt, uncle, cousin, son, daughter. It could be anyone that you are in close, like you're energetically very, very close. Like you guys match each other in a way that is very gorgeous. And there's a choice that will eventually be made that is going to support you for the long term. So you need to have faith in that energy. When the Hierophant comes out of his when the Hierophant comes out of his cave, so to speak, he's bringing forth higher knowledge at this particular moment. So there is another level of learning that is going to come through for you. You need to have faith that the detail that comes out for you is going to be for your best and highest good as far as this match, this partnership that is getting ready to come forward. This is actually a really, really good card. I feel very calm with this. It's a lot of, I don't want to say spastic. What's the word I want to use? It's calm, but it's like, ooh, it's kind of like excited at the same time. So that's the energy that I'm getting with this particular card for you, Sagittarius, this week. If you've gone through like a recent breakup or some heartache, let's just say that you've had some heartache or some challenging situations that have come through, know that this information will pass, and this coming together of this energy of this person is going to bring forward for you this merger. I'm just going to call it a merger. This merger is pretty open for everyone that could be involved. Is going to be the thing that helps you to get over like 3 of Swords moment, if you will. And I see it bringing forth 10 of Swords for you. There's going to be some, honestly, some really good happy endings at the end of the day. Now let's go ahead and jump into the Magical Dimensions deck here. And let's see what support we can get for our Sagittarius. Here we go. This card is called Attachment. Let me go this way. Woohoo, sorry. I don't normally do it like this, guys, so bear with me, okay? So this is attachment, okay? So, attachment, again, it's accumulation. It's also, think about your thought process when it comes to scarcity or lack, and defensiveness. Can you soften up just a little bit? One of the things I like about the Hierophant's energy is that he goes in and he focuses on himself, and he's not giving anybody else his attention at this particular moment because he's completely going in. But there has something to do with your builder mentality with whatever attachment means. And I don't think attachment, well, if it's overly aggressive, then you've gotten yourself into a devil kind of energy. But think about where you're at as far as attachment. The other thing that they want me to tell you is it could be attachment to this person. Okay? So there's that. All right, so the final card that we have for our Sagittarius, I'm just giving this a couple of quick shuffles. These are our keepers of the light. Which master would like to step forward and offer our Sagittarius some support this week? What is the message? All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Soul expansion is part of it. That's the card that we get. Mahavatar Babaji. Okay, love his energy, very calm. Your consciousness is expanding, and you understand the connections between all things and people. Okay, go in with your bad self. So believe and have faith that your situation is helping you to ramp up. Believe and have faith that there is a divine union that's on its way. And even if the divine union, you're like, I'm not having any of that. The divine union being within yourself, connecting with your higher self, allowing you to bring in more codes and other content for your best and highest good is exactly, you know, what you need to have at this particular moment. Again, the attachment component, just kind of figure out where you're at with, I would say, struggle. What does that mean to you? And then your soul is expanding. So you do need to know that that is a real thing. Okay, so you can call on Babaji to step forward and help you and offering support for your soul expansion. Okay, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you this particular week. Hopefully it resonates. You know what to do if you liked it. And you know what to do if it wasn't exactly everything that you were looking for. But if you're new to this channel and you came through within the previous weeks and you are kind of digging the vibe and you have been checking it out, please consider subscribing at this point so that you can always be aware of the new content that comes through. So now we're going to move forward, people. Now we got our earth signs. So here we go. We've got Taurus. Ooh, holy buckets. Ooh. Kind of on the same energy path as what was received for our Sagittarius in a sense. We have, oh, sorry. Ooh, there we go. Ah. Sorry about that. This is card number 3. This is love frequency. This is self-love. And this is also soulmate connection. This is a master card at this particular moment. Okay, so again, love frequency. There's a lot of dots on this one. I don't know if it's going to focus. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Love frequency. Okay, soulmate connection. Soulmate energy. Self-love. So let's go in and find your tarot card for the week. Energetically from Wednesday is potentially going to be a big day for you. What's happening is that whoops, there is a conjunction that is going to happen on this Wednesday. We kind of already talked about what's gonna happen there. This Neptune energy is really going to be, it's gonna be juicy for you because it's going into a trine. So it's like 3 different sections or 3 different main components of what's happening in the universe. You have the benefit of taking advantage of this specific day in a very specific way. Your energy, as far as your sign popping up for the rest of the week, isn't that poignant, to be honest with you, from what I can see. Maybe a little bit on Friday, as you are in a natural element with Libra at that point. But, you know, so that's Venus again, calling you home, want you to look good, feel good, and smell good. But that's really kind of it. Maybe Sunday a little bit. So Sunday there's an energy of this conjunction with Pluto that goes on. So that's like, I'm sorry, I'm getting like a couple of different scenarios that are being put in my head right now, so I'm trying to like gather the content. Okay. So the energy of Pluto is the energy of change, rebirth. It's not Scorpio energy, but there is change and rebirth. There's an opposition that happens on that particular Sunday. And again, that's where the warning for Lilith comes into play on that particular day. It's going to oppose, actually that's going to be Scorpio. Just be mindful of that. Late afternoon. All right, it fell. Let me just grab this. We have the energy of the Four of Coins going into the Five of Coins moment. So what we have here is knowing that there's a level of stability, but still in the back of your mind, there's this complex that you have about, do I have enough, right? So don't go backwards into stinking thinking. Don't do that. That's not supporting you. That's not supporting your family. That's not supporting it's not supporting your vibration. Heart chakra needs to be opened at this particular moment for sure. Your value doesn't change based upon the size of your wallet, because your universe will always provide for you. But the reality of the situation is that you are feeling as though there's something that's getting ready to come out that could potentially affect it. And or you could be dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, that has that kind of thought process and that momentum. Be mindful of that if you're dealing with another Virgo or Capricorn. So those are a couple of heads up days that you should be aware of. And let's go in now with your Magical Dimensions card to see what offering we have for you. Taurus. Why did I go dark? What is going on? Hello, computer. I don't know what happened. We're just rolling. I'm not even stopping at this point. I can't imagine doing this 7 times. Here we go. Taurus. Taurus. Okay. Taurus. Okay. So the energy that we have here is also a 3 energy. It's called higher perspective. It's talking about the cosmos. It's talking about awakening. It's also talking about unity. So that goes completely in alignment with this love frequency card that showed up here. So this is like an energetic galactic match, if you will. So again, it is love for yourself. Okay, higher perspective. Matched with this love frequency. Is it gonna focus this time? Yeah, there it is. But anyway, this higher perspective card, like I said, this 3-3, this is catalyst energy, which means you're going to have to do something with this energy that pops up this week. The other thing that they want me to bring forth is the reminder that a lot of the times the 5 of coin doesn't necessarily have to be negative when it comes to lack. That is true. In the traditional card, you see the 2 individuals that are outside having a challenge in the snow, right? And if they would have walked inside the church, they would have seen all of the support that was in there for asking for help. So that's one of the things that they want you to be aware of. The other thing is that sometimes when you start transitioning up and you have this 4 into the 5, you are talking about being so amped and so excited. It's like, when's it going to happen? Hurry up. I asked for this 5 minutes ago. Where is it? Where is it? What's going to happen? Don't do that. You put your cosmic Amazon order in and you wait for it to be delivered. Just know that it's going to arrive. It is going to arrive. Okay? So self-love, I would take the time and love on yourself. Don't skimp corners. If you need to go get that manicure, pedicure, if you need to go buy whatever it is that you like, love on yourself, and understand that what you need is going to come through. So now we're going to go in with one of the Keepers of the Light. Let's see which master wants to step forward for our Taurus this week. So my guides are going, aren't you having fun? Yes, yes I am. Let's see here. Keepers of the Light. Here we go. Taurus. Serenunos. Life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and also sexual powers are increased. Okay. A lot of sacral energy this week for a lot of different people. So Serenunos, look at that, you know, that Piper right there. Earth energy all day long, life force, okay? If you feel as you're going through this self-love, appreciation for yourself, more connections with spirit, however it is most meaningful for you, and even this more soulmate connection that comes through potentially for a lot of you, sacral chakra is going to be popping. Sacral chakra is responsible for creation and expression. Okay, so don't be afraid of that. If that starts to manifest itself in a way that is a little bit strange for you, roll with it. Have fun with it, okay? It's a blessing. All right, so Taurus, that is what I have for you. Hopefully that is going to be able to guide you in a very beautiful way this week, okay? You know what to do if it didn't, and you know what to do if it did, and I really appreciate that. All the content you need is in the description box below should you want to take anything further. Virgo. Virgo, 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 Virgo. What do you have for our Virgo? One card, sacred geometry for our Virgo, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a lot. I'm being laughed at. Like, you already said so much. I'm like, yeah, well, not everybody is here with me, right? Ooh. You have card number 1. You have ancient sound frequencies, rebalancing your energy, frequency, and your vibration. Like, literally every vibration number frequency is listed on this. Hertz. Yeah, you have all of them. So it's important, basically what they're telling you is that you're going to need to kind of get you back together. Now the card that popped out with it is 285 hertz, which is optimal health and well-being. So if you can focus on that this week, that's going to support you, okay? Excuse me. Beg your pardon. You're going to find that that's going to lead to a lot of expansion for you this particular week. Like I said, you're already on the docket for Wednesday, so Let's see what happens. All right, let me just shuffle up a little bit here. Virgo. And I don't know how many of you actually take advantage of listening to the frequency or the hertz music when it's suggested, but I gotta tell you, if you give it a day, you know, it literally will change your vibration. It puts your chakras into a different alignment, and what it allows your chakras to do is absorb more of the galactic energy. Man, I look tore up. Whatever. It will change your frequency. So please, when those suggestions come up, they're kind of important. So I hope you're taking advantage of those. I'd like to be able to understand what other people are gathering out of it. Right? Look who showed up. Can't make this stuff up, people. So we have the Hermit transitioning into the Wheel of Fortune. So we got Jupiter's a little assistance going into support with Jupiter. Okay, so this being your natural house, okay, this being the natural environment for where it needs to be, there's obviously a lot of throat chakra energy that wants to come out. There's something that you're going to learn, discern, figure out, and be able to potentially share with somebody else, some knowledge. So the Hierophant, or excuse me, the Hermit here, as you're going in and you're trying to figure out what your perfection of service needs to be, is you're trying to be in your Zen zone, right? And then you've got Jupiter coming in. And this light that you are, this light that you have enough to share with other people, this higher light that's coming through for you is literally telling you that Jupiter is going to be here to support you very, very shortly, if it's not already started. So Jupiter is the energy of, well, the Wheel of Fortune. That Jupiter also comes through with luck. It comes in with fame, a lot of confidence, but in this one, I get a lot of expansion of leadership quality. And so that's important for you to be able to understand, okay? Let's go in. Oops, sorry about that. Let's go in now with our, I mean, come on, 285 hertz is going to help. Did I literally just drop those cards? 285 hertz, people. It's going to help you. It's going to help you receive the messages a little bit easier if you take advantage of it. Let's go in with your magical dimensions. This is for our Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. All right, Virgo, what do we got? That was fast. Awakening. Ancient knowledge, memories, and connection. Card number 3. That's master energy. That's right there. Woohoo. Okay. So you are going through an awakening process. Your dreams are going to be extremely heightened if they haven't already been, and they have been, I already know. Your connection with spirit is going to just be like supercharged, is what's going to happen here. Your connection with spirit is going to be supercharged this week, and you shouldn't be scared of that. In fact, I'm very proud of you for going through what you needed to get through in order to get to that point. But now let's go in and take one of the keepers of the light to see which keeper of the light would like to step forward for our Virgo whilst they're in hermit mode. Who's going to communicate with our Virgo whilst they're in hermit mode, while they're on track clearly? I can't help it, I get super excited. You have 2, both big energies as far as I'm concerned. First, you have devotion, which is Krishna popping through, okay? So the devotion is talking about trusting your spiritual guidance that you receive as you're getting these additional downloads. And your commitment to what it is that you're doing in your specific spiritual practice is being recognized, and you're making it easier for them to continue to provide more detail and content to you. Very, very nice. And then you have Horus, the cosmic gateway. Like, hello, Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, and miraculous changes are automatically occurring for you. You guys know, you know Horus. This is a no bullshit card right here. So Virgo, whatever it is that you're doing, continue to do it. Like literally continue to do it. You've got the attention of, you know, one of the big masters here as far as what he can potentially bring you through as far as this cosmic gateway. This cosmic gateway is so much more knowledge, so much more ancient gifts being opened, so much more of your gifts coming online. And again, Krishna is here. He's got the sweetest energy. He's just loving and he's just so sweet. Trust that what it is that you're doing is exactly what it is that you need to be. You're like literally right on target, Virgo, in your spiritual upgrades. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully that is very helpful. You know what to do if this message was supportive, and you know what to do if you're looking for a little bit more. Any details that you need are going to be in the description box below. Okay. All right. Let's move forward and let's go ahead and get our Sacred Geometry card for our Cappies. All right, Capricorn. You're going to have a big day on the 17th. So the Sun in Cancer is going to go into opposition with Capricorn and Pluto. So this watery energy that's going to be shined on, okay, is going to have an opposition to Capricorn. So what sense of duty, I guess, is where you're at? Where's your sense of duty with your fluidity in that particular moment? And that's just additional bonus content for what's going on in the ether for you. Also Monday, late afternoon, early evening, potentially. Of course, this can't resonate with 100% of you. I'd be, you know, but there's some energy with Leo going on in Pluto and Capricorn. Just be mindful of kind of how you're feeling with aggressive energy. How can you best manage that? But here's what we've got. We've got the Genesis pattern, planting new seeds. So this is a master card because this is 11 energy, if you will. Okay, staying the course, doing what Spirit needs for you to be able to do what you need to be able to do for yourself. Planting the seed of something new that you want in your environment. Did you make new moon wishes? That Cancer moon? The moons are the most powerful magnetic attractors, to be perfectly honest with you, but you can manifest at any day of the week and twice on Sunday if you really want to do that. So, what is it that you want? All right, so now let's pull your tarot card. Capricorn. That was super fast. Thank you. 10 of Wands into the Ace of Wands. You finished up a series of responsibility because that's what you do. Perseverance, okay, duty. Or you're coming to the end with this 10. And whenever you have a 10, you start over in the cycle, which is the beginning of the 1. And this is literally that gift coming down from Spirit right here, relighting your torch and getting you ready to go on this new path, this new idea, this new passion project, whatever it is that you have. So what are you planting the seed for with this ace, this gift that's been given to you? What are you going to do? Wednesday is going to be a good day for you if you kind of have an idea of what it is that you want, I feel. Because you're going to have more knowledge about what needs to happen for you. And you're going to have a deep level of understanding of who especially is around you and creating the commitments with you and ready to get their hands dirty, so to speak. Does that make sense? Like you're going to have an innate knowledge of who you can go forward and you can trust and you can bring forth in this new energy. Excuse me. All right, let's pull your Magical Dimensions card out here. Capricorn. Thank you. You also got the third eye portal. Okay, so there's a lot more, like I said, that day is going to be magical for you. As Ariel is coming through, like I said, to look at clairvoyancy for you, which includes your third eye being cleared a little bit. So it's talking about your vision, not only just your natural vision, but your vision of what it is that you want to bring forward to yourself. It is talking about your clairvoyancy, and it is all talking about clarity and cleaning up any confusion that you might have on this particular day. So be mindful of that. That's beautiful energy, okay? I love that combination right there. All right, now let's see which Keeper of the Light would like to step forward. That was very fast. Do I need to introduce this individual? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Master Yeshua, or Jesus, however you happen to learn his name. You are on the path of light and love, and forgiveness is key. There is also the opportunity to do some father healing. So I'm just putting that out there. There's an opportunity to do some father healing. The other thing that comes through with the forgiveness card is not only do you need to be prepared to forgive other people, let it go, right? You don't need any baggage. Be prepared to let it go. But you also need to be prepared to forgive yourself if you've gotten yourself into a situation where it's been a little bit wonky. Do you know what I mean? That is the key. And it's not necessarily you doing somebody else a favor. It's you literally lightening up your vibration. That's what it's about. Lightening up your vibration. Hey, thank you. I'm ready to let go of this experience. It no longer serves me. I let it go to love and light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace out, right? Literally. Let it be gone. Let it be gone. Let it be done. So you are going to have a really, really good week. I'm very excited to follow up and see what happens within the next couple of weeks with what you're planting, because I think it's gorgeous. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but I can see that whatever it is that you're planting, in my mind's eye, is going to be something that allows you to drop. What's the word I want to use? It's gonna, I don't want to say drop your guard, but it's going to allow you to be seen as someone easier to talk to. If someone ever thought that you were like really hard to talk to, it's gonna kind of clear itself up. The other thing that's going to show up is that there's going to be new opportunities for you. So some of you guys are manifesting a new job, and I definitely see that coming through. And I do see a lot of new potential with coin coming your way. So if that is where you're at, trying to put forth a new something that's going to bring you, doesn't even matter if it's a side gig, there's a new opportunity that I do see that's coming for you. So that I think that's wonderful. All right, now we're going to move on to our air signs, and we're going to start out with the Libra. And of course, Capricorn, hopefully you were able to appreciate that information. You know what to do if you did, you know what to do if you didn't. Okay? All right. Libra, here we go. Here's your sacred geometry card. I'm sorry, I get excited. It's probably one of the reasons I don't come on camera, is because I look crazy. Okay. You have card 12, which reduces, well, 39, 12, so you also have 3. You have a catalyst moment that's getting ready to come up. You are being asked to stay grounded and anchor at this particular moment. So you need to come out of the rafters, and you need to continue to anchor. You've got to stay grounded. That's the advice. That's what they're saying, okay? All right. Why is that? Love, 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 unconditional love. Because some of you are going to reach, or have reached, such a high pinnacle that you don't want to come back down. The information, the love, the contact that you're getting with spirit at this particular moment is very, very heightened, and you don't want to come back down. You like that feeling, but you have to remember, Starseed, Lightworker, you agreed to do your walk physically here, which means you got to come down off the rafters, and you have to touch your feet on the planet, and you have to do the thing. I also know that some of you Libras are getting ready to jump into new relationships. Or expand a current relationship that you're already in. So let's pull a tarot card and let's see the energy that it has for you. Yeah. So you got 2, and I'm going to honor that. You got 2. So you have the 6 of Swords, which is traveling into the right direction after having a challenging situation and not really sharing the details with the with it transitioning into the 7 of Wands position. You don't want to tell everybody your business, and you don't have to. You don't have to do anything until you're ready to do it, because maybe you need the extra time to evaluate. But this might be one of the reasons why you're in the rafters a little bit. But the other card that we do have is Leo and Virgo energy. So you might actually have some of these elements in your chart. If you do, you might want to go back and take a look at that reading. So the Strength card that we have here is a lot of heart chakra energy, and then the Hermit energy is very much throat chakra. So you have something on your heart that needs to be said, is what's going on. And you may not, again, want to be sharing that content with a lot of different people. You'll know what's right for you when it's time to do it. The Strength energy also comes in with healing, okay? You are strong enough to get through whatever it is that you need to be able to get through. You're strong enough to do it. Your willpower when you are on is, you know, could be matched to a Leo, all right? Especially when you bring the emotional intelligence in, but that's also why you got to come down. You got to ground that energy, okay? When you get into this Hermit energy, you're being invited to go up and receive a little bit more information. More content. What else can Libra do with more information? But the Hermit is earth energy, so you definitely have to ground that energy. You're supposed to do something with the content that you're bringing up and out from spirit at that particular moment. We will honor that. But let's go ahead and move into the magical dimensions to see what support we can offer. The other thing I can tell you is that Libra is going to be very heavy in the charts on Thursday and Friday. So at the energy that a lot of people are going to go through on 14th and 15, when Chiron starts doing its little dance in retrograde, it's going to mess some people up a little bit. So the energy of Libra comes through on those 2 particular days, Friday, Saturday, to help balance out some of the different energy that's going on. But for you, Libra, those are the 2 days of the week that are going to be most auspicious for you for doing whatever it is I feel like you need to do next. Okay, let's go in with, oh wow, that was super fast. So we have oneness, okay? And oneness is card 30. That, again, catalyst energy. Balance. Where are you? Where are you at? Where's your patience? Where's your patience level? And what is your relationship with the divine masculine? Whether it's within yourself or with another individual, okay? Where are you at with that level of patience? Where are you at with the doing energy? Divine masculine is doing, right? So that's what you need to be contemplating this particular week, or those are the energies that could be brought up at some point later this particular week for you. So the red rocks of Sedona, a very energetic portal on this planet. We got Master Buddha that's hanging out here in the corner. You've got, you know, Native American masters that are sitting here. You've got this gorgeous terrain here. You've got this underground cave of crystals that's sitting right here. All of this stuff can happen, but it's all physically here on the earth. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you. Bringing the energy of what it is that you need. Bear spirit. There's just a lot that's going on in this card. It is balanced. You got to have the mental energy, but you also have to be grounded to this particular moment. Put that lightning rod in the sand. So let's top this off with the Keeper of the Light. And let's see who wants to pop forward for you, Libra. I'm being told rest is necessary for a lot of you, because you're taking on more energy and you need to ground that energy. You're capable of holding a lot of light, But in order for you to continue to recycle and receive the latest version and upgrade, you have to ground that energy. You've got to make that available for somebody else to use. You've got to clear yourself of that additional content that you're taking on. It's not a bad thing. It's not a punishment, but it's what you need to do. It's what expands your physical channel out a little bit more so that you can hold more light and you can be more powerful in the next iteration of your manifestations and things like that, your healings. So we have, I'm going to mess the pronunciation of his name up. I'm so sorry. But we have, I believe it's Jwal Kul, which is your Dharma unfolding. Okay? Not karma, Dharma. What you signed up to do. What you agreed you were going to do. All of the pieces and parts lining up beautifully in the time that they're supposed to line up. So give yourself a break. It's not a race. Remember that you are on a path. Take it one step at a time to happiness. So, Jwal Kul, I believe is how you say his name. Okay? All right. Libra, thank you. Hopefully that resonated and you were able to take something out of that was useful for you for this upcoming week. Now we're going to move on to our sign of the Gemini. You know what to do. If you enjoyed the message, like, share it out, subscribe if you're a visitor and haven't had a chance to do that. Details for bookings are in the description box below. Make sure you take a look at your sun, moon, and rising if you need a little bit more information from a different perspective. All right. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. 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 852 hertz, intuition and wisdom. Your body needs to, again, 30 catalyst energy. Your body needs you to take this frequency in so that it can continue to absorb more light and intuition and support your already innate wisdom that you have. So get on that. 852 hertz, okay? So let's go and grab your tarot card for the week. Gemini, what is happening with this intuition and wisdom? It's like, Gemini, you get a week off, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm looking at my galactic alignment chart here. You get a week off. Like, you don't show up in any of the major transitions that happen this week at all. At least none that I can see from the materials that I'm using. So, okay. 852 hertz, soaking in that intuition and wisdom because you're going to be doing something with it. Let's find out what that is. This card, was it Leo or Sagittarius? Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins transitioning into the Queen of Coins. So again, the messenger has delivered his package. The cosmic Amazon has delivered what was needed to this queen. And this queen is going to be able to utilize that detail, that content, that physical, tangible, touchable thing, not only to support herself, who is quite pregnant, which means that there's an opportunity for rebirth and sharing of knowledge, but she's going to have enough to care for the other folks in her kingdom, her queendom. She is kind. She is lavish. Spares no expense. She is down to earth though. She's practical, but she likes to have a good time, if that makes any sense. Okay. So that is really good energy. So the Knight of Coins coming in here, that's power. That's a transition of power. That is upgrade. It's a quick upgrade too. So take that for how it resonates. Okay. Kitty, leave the other kitty alone. Okay, now let's go into your Let's go into your Magical Dimensions Oracle deck here. See what we've got. Gemini. Ooh, that was super fast. Again, third eye portal. Told you guys last week, a lot of you guys were going to upgrade. So Gemini, you have an awesome position to take this extra time to work on your connection to spirit, and your clairvoyance is going to be popping off a little bit more. Again, you have Azariel that's going to be here to help with that, clearing up a lot of confusion that you might have about that. So that's why the 852 hertz is so important, because it's going to support your intuition and wisdom. Hang on 2 seconds. So sorry. Dash, leave Dusty alone. Fur babies. All right. Now let's go into the Keepers of the Light and see who can make themselves available to Gemini to help them support what's going on with them this particular week. One more. All right, thank you. You got two. The first card that you have is the Holy Spirit themselves, asking you to appreciate the fact that you should expect miracles to come through. Remember that only love is real, and that miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So don't force anything, because they're going to already be working with you. Odin wants to step forward to support you with your psychic insight as well. Please accept the support from the masters when they step forward. Even if you don't have a relationship with them, they are developing a relationship with you to help you with these things. It says that your third eye is open already, so see truth for what it is and follow your intuition, and there will be more. Sorry about that. Fur babies. That is you, Gemini. Okay. Words. Throat chakra. To have a master such as Odin step forward and say that he wants to work with you, please open yourself to the experience of what that looks like. Okay? If you don't understand who Odin is, you can obviously do a lot of the research. You're not going to get so much from, well, maybe. You could get a general idea if you're into the Marvel universe. But please know that these entities and these masters existed because of what it is that they were able to do in their earth walk, into their delivery into the realm, but maintaining their presence low enough to be able to support, and I don't mean low enough, but being available to this vibration 3D, when all of us are trying to transition up to, you know, let's get into the 4, and then we'll get into the 5, and then, you know, the angelic realm really kind of sits at the 6th level. So when you get to the energy of Odin and some of these other masters, I mean, they're like 8, 9, 10. I mean, they're up there. They have the ability to step forward. All you have to do is say, Odin, I accept your gift. And he's not going to show up looking like this, okay? That's not how that works. Of course he might if you're already, like, psychically awake. But, you'll start to receive more content. Like, you're going to start seeing, I'm being told to tell you synchronicities, stuff that you would never have been like wanting to take a look at before. Just, you know, not poo-pooing it, just not, you know, whatevs. It was just out of your line of sight. You're going to start seeing the synchronicities this particular week, and you have got a little bit more time than everybody else with this cosmic break in order to spend a little bit of time with that. So Gemini, I'm very excited. I want to know what's going on. Expect miracles for whatever it is that you're putting out there. And again, this is going to happen very, very swiftly. So don't be scared of it, but the universe never gives you anything that you're 852 hertz. The universe never gives you anything that you personally are not capable of handling at that particular moment. It's not allowed. If you can't handle it, they're not going to bring it forth. So whatever you're doing great work already. All right, Gemini, hopefully that helps and gave you a little bit more insight. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you're looking for a personal booking to get more details, all the other stuff you need to know is in the description box below. Okay, and now we're going to move on to our beautiful Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, how you doing? I'm not surprised at this because this is actually the same card that came out for you when I did my reading earlier. So thank you, universe, for making sure that that happened. A couple of them did, but I felt it was necessary to bring this out there. Aquarius, 963 hertz is the true state of being. This is on your way to that whole Dharma that we were talking about earlier. This is card 31, reduces to a 4. This is talking about your security. This is talking about your four walls, your area, security in lots of different types of ways, shape and form. So by listening to the 963 hertz, it's going to allow you to peel off energy that doesn't belong to you so that you can be more connected to the thing and the vibration of what it is that you're trying to pull in. Okay, so let's go for your tarot card for the week. Aquarius. 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 I'm just going to peek quick at my galactic calendar. Also, Sunday the 18th is going to be interesting for you. There is some energy going on with Saturn in Aquarius and also with Venus. No, that's Mars in Cancer at that particular moment. So before lunchtime, you might notice energy, you might not on that Sunday. Very little on Tuesday, but those are the two biggest days of the week that I see anything happening. Tuesday, potentially into Wednesday for you as well. Not all of you. I really feel that the Aquarius that is, well, I'm just going to leave it, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel this is going to be more mid-Aquarius that are going to feel this energy. Yeah. And if you know your chart, you know what I mean. Okay, let's get this tarot card for our Aquarius. This is so weird doing it like this, you guys. Seriously. Like, oh no. So weird. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Well, clearly there's more than one card that wants to come out because they're setting themselves up to stack. Let's see where we're at. Aquarius. Thank you. Sorry, dropped it on the floor. You did get 2. So another fast progression of some things that are happening here, but I like the energy. So the first card that we have is the 5 of Swords in the reverse position, Aquarius, transitioning into the 6 of Swords. So you're potentially getting past some hurt. You're getting past some situation with an individual that there was some bad blood, some bad juju, someone that really didn't have your highest and best good. It all came out in the wash, and you got into your little you're getting into your little 6 of Swords boat, and you are traveling into the right direction. You are moving swiftly away from whatever that is. So that supports the true state of being. You can't be holding on to someone else's negative energy and expect to get to the place where you want to be. You've got to be, you know, available to kind of clean that up. What we have here, and you will, what we have here is the Page of Cups transitioning into the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this supports that 5 energy. So the Page of Cups here, right? The Page of Cups went through a traumatic learning experience within his emotions. And so he has this new emotional baggage. He doesn't quite know what to do with it because he's very young. But he goes through this transition extremely quickly to become this Knight of Cups. Now capable of being delivering this new emotional experience and offering somebody a cup of love. And it is possible that you are dealing with a water sign in this particular situation, or that you were dealing with a water sign that kind of messed you up a little bit. I'm just putting the truth out there. But this indicates like an extremely high progression, like very fast, like moving in that particular emotional realm. Now, again, this is Cancer season. All of us at some way, shape, form, at some point in the month, again, we have 5 weeks, are going to be in our feels. And so you just have to honor that when it shows up. You have to honor it, and you have to release it when it's time for it to be released, so that you can make yourself clear and receive the new higher aspects that really want to come in. Okay, honor it. Thank you for the craziness. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for letting me get through that lesson. I release the pain. Kiss it up to God, and move on with life. And of course, I'm being glib about it, and I don't mean to be rude, but that's basically the content of what it is that you need to do. It does look like that you are doing that, though. So again, 963 hertz is going to help support your frequency from a physical DNA perspective of getting that, wash that man right out of your hair. People old enough to remember what that was? I don't know. To allow Stella or Bob to get their groove back, based on an old situation. Okay? All right. Let's go in with the wisdom. Wait, what do we have here? Sorry. I was going to say wisdom of the oracle. I don't have that deck. Magical dimensions is what we have. Okay. Magical dimensions. And what we have here, isolation. So there's a couple of different messages that are in here. Clearly you can see them down here at the bottom. One of them is home. One of them is feeling lonely. The other one is about reconnection. So 2 ways that I explain this when it pops up, because it is an important card. We all go through this feels, okay? You're going on more of a spiritual journey, and the spiritual journey that you go on for yourself is going to help create that foundation that we talked about before, that 4 energy that is there, your 4 walls, your space, that you will be able to maintain with or without anybody else's support. That's very, very strong energy, okay? If you have felt lonely or you felt lost in that particular situation, this is a way for you to reconnect home. And it does mean kind of going into hermit mode a little bit. Try to, go within, feel your feels, honor them. What did I learn? What do I still need to learn about this particular lesson? That's what the hermit asks you to do, to help you graduate to the next level. And then what is your true sense of home, right? Your 4 walls. What do you need? So this is not a bad card. And so it can mean that you have been feeling isolated, but it can also mean that you need to isolate in order to, get yourself to a point where you can be ready to blossom and emerge, refreshed, if you will. So that's the energy from that one. So let's go through and see which keeper of the light wants to step forward for you, Aquarius. One more shuffle. Okay. Lady Nada. Did you know that each of the angels out there, Michael and Gabriel, and they all have spouses? They all have their energetic partners. So the masters have energetic partners. This happens to be one of the, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's one of the, I think it's, is it Paul the Venetian? I think it might be his energetic partner. Long and sorry. Lady Nada, it's talking about heart awakening, okay? And awakening to the acceptance and divine love, and give and receive in balance, right? You got to give yourself that time and that effort to honor those feelings. If you've gone through some changes and some challenges, you've got to be able to honor what it is that you brought to it. Were you bringing too much? Were you not bringing enough? That kind of energy, right? Let me just adjust my butt on the chair here. So that's really kind of what's coming through. So you can call on Lady Nada and know that Lady Nada is here to help support you with that heart awakening, okay? Ooh, download coming through. Thank you. That was for me. So, Aquarius, hopefully that was helpful for you. for a quick little blurb this particular upcoming week. If it was, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done those things. Comment below. Details are in the description box below if you want to book a personal reading with me. I've been very blessed to have supported a lot of people over the past couple of weeks, and I'd be honored to help anybody that really wants to be able to have that support. So check it out if you're called to it, okay? All right. So now we are going to move on to our water signs, okay? So Cancer, you're up. Lord have mercy. No, I am not taking all of these cards. Seriously. Also, Cancer, as I was going through some of the metrics from the last week and some change, you guys, like, really stepped up. You just stepped up a lot, and you really made an old woman feel nice. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate the new subscribers. I love doing this. This is part of my mission, is to make sure that I explain details out to people, covering as many pantheons as I can possibly get into, and taking it down to some deep dives for people. Give you a little bit more information. So truly, truly, I'm very grateful and I'm humbled for that. Thank you so much. Now let's move on with the card for you for this particular week. Wowzers. This is card 40, okay? And card 40 is talking about harmony. So create harmonious surroundings. You have an ability at this particular moment, especially where you are at on your path, to not only, and you kind of know this already, as psychic as you are, people want to be around you to feel better. Honor that, okay? You should honor what that means. But you're also being invited to make sure that you are taking care of your four walls. Card 40, again, four walls, your area, your space, your place. Make sure that you're taking care of your surroundings and creating harmony with it. This whole ascension thing that we're doing, it's not a race. You are never going to receive more information than you can deal with at the particular moment that you get it. It doesn't work that way. You can cry all day long about wanting to make sure that your third eye opens and this, and that, and the other thing. If it hasn't already started to do, it's not going to happen until you are ready to start seeing the content. And I don't even mean seeing things with your physical, natural eyes, because a lot of people don't actually have that. It's not with your eyeballs open. It can be, but it's not usually how that works. Anyway, that's a whole different topic of conversation. You still have a responsibility to make sure that you're grounded as much as you possibly can here, especially while you're in your season. You have a lot of opportunity to really create some glorious things. So I know that was a little rather long-winded, but sorry. Let me go ahead and pull. I swear to God, Cat, if you jump up here, what's the matter, buddy? Dash, what's wrong, buddy? Huh? I know you want to jump up here and lay down, but I'm busy. Go lay down in your bed, bud. Okay. Tarot card for you for this particular week is the Six of Coins going into the Seven of Coins. You can afford to do this. Basically, that's the quick end-all, be-all. So the Six of Coins is receiving a gift. It's also receiving, how do I want to say it? There is enough balance in where you can be and balance of who you are to accept this. It can even be a financial gift. It can be a bonus of some sort that you weren't even expecting. So there's enough that you will receive that you can potentially start sharing. And charity is another word that comes up that they're telling me to tell you. Charity would come up. If you have enough to give, make sure that you can give to those that may need it. And it may not even be physical dollars, but it could be your time, like volunteering time and things of that nature. Do it. Especially if you've got ample time on your hands. If that resonates with you, you know what I'm talking about. But as it's transitioning into the 7 now, okay, the 7 means there's an evaluation period for what's going on, but the universe is telling you that the reason why they're giving you this gift is so that you can invest it. And part of that investment in it, you know, again, investment of time, investment of resources, giving someone something that they need. It could be a neighbor. It doesn't really matter, but you have enough to give, but you also have enough to give now to yourself. So invest in yourself. All right. You have enough to be able to support. Do it. You've got time. And it really does make you feel good when you pretty up a place, or, you know, you buy the latest Xbox, PlayStation 15. Are we on that? I don't even know. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. New crystal, doesn't matter. Dote on yourself and create the environment that you want to have for yourself and for other people. Okay. You do have a couple of cosmic moments that are coming up. Obviously, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, literally, you've got sides that are going on within your signage this particular week. But I would put a little bit more emphasis on Wednesday, because the sun is in Cancer on that day. So there's a shiny, happy, shiny moment. Okay. All right. Let's go in with your magical dimensions and let's see what we have going on here for you. This is for our Cancer. Oh, come on, universe. Like, really? They said yes. Is there another? Yes. Thank you. Third eye portal. It's happening. So there's more work on your third eye that's getting ready to happen and increase. It's going to increase in strength. Okay. And any confusion that you feel like you might be having based upon a couple of different things that have gone on galactically these past couple weeks is really going to clear up. Okay. That's probably the biggest main message. But the biggest one for you, at least with the third eye one, is liberation. I love this card. Look at that. Do you see this light portal around her here? Do you just see that light, that energetic light portal that's around her? Complete liberation, right? It's gorgeous. This is power. This is fulfillment of wishes. This is self-attainment. So connection to your higher self and the different things that need to step forward. This is beautiful. So Cancer, I don't know what you're working on right now, but whatever it is, you're setting yourself free to do something great in the future. I love it. The fulfillment. I love that. All the way through and through. So let's now go in with your Keeper of the Light card and see who is available and who wants to step forward to offer any of our Cancers that want to take advantage. Thank you. Cancer. You have Archangel Michael. Trust heaven. You're safe. Your angels are close, and surrender your concerns and allow and allow the miracle that you're calling in to occur. So Archangel Michael is responsible for protection, but he's also responsibility again for your clairs. He will step forward to make sure that you are in a space where there's a lot of clarity that happens. So your channel has to be clear. So when people talk about being surrounded by the healing white light, and I don't do it on camera, but I always call in the healing white light of the divine before I get started with the personal, or even on this channel here. And this is literally what it feels like. It feels like you're being just enveloped by this gorgeous white light. Okay. Clarity is what it is. Union. So he comes through with a lot of clarity in order to support people with where they're at in that part of their journey. Let me just adjust this light. And he's always there from a protective standpoint. If you are a healer, you can best bet that he and Archangel Raphael are like hanging out. Tag me in. We're ready to do the next thing. But Michael will step forward on your behalf to take care and nudge things out of the way, especially if you have a gift. And it's not that he doesn't do it for other people, but you're needed on this. You're needed on this planet at this particular moment. So please call on Archangel Michael for any of the needs. You do know that it goes Metatron, then Michael, and all of the other phylums fall underneath him. So he will, if he's not the resource for you specifically, he will get the resource that you need. Just make sure that you call on him with needs, great or small, and know that he or his legion will support you. Okay. Wow. So hopefully that was able to support you with information that you need for this upcoming week. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have not already done that, feel free to comment. Contact details, email, all that stuff is down in the description box below if you want to get a little bit more detail or have any other specific questions. I'm really happy to help, okay? All right, now that brings us to Scorpio. Dun, dun, dun. You guys know that I'm Scorpio rising. So I'll be paying attention to this message as well. Okay. Scorpio. 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 Sacred geometry card for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Ooh, Danka. 285 hertz. This is optimal health and well-being. So I'm going to take this message personally for myself. This is card 24, which reduces down to 6 energy. So 6 energy can also be, it is about your stability when it comes to, it can be finance, but it also has a lot to do with your joy moments at that particular section as well. So health, joy, finances, within that master number. So optimal health and well-being. So utilizing 285 hertz, especially if you've been a little slow, not feeling great, any of those types of things, this is the one that will help to supercharge, especially your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Kind of get everything back in at the gut health level to help drive other things in. But really this has the master frequency of all the different color vibrations and all the different color rays. But I can tell you that that will start to do a lot of its work there. Wherever you need the healing, you know, the frequency knows where to go within your body. So take advantage of that, Scorpio. Okay. Now let's get your tarot card for the week. So looking at my cosmic calendar here, you don't really show up as far as major energies that you should be aware of, unless any of the other ones I talked about is also in your chart, except for Saturday the 17th. The sun enters Scorpio in the afternoon. So there's an opportunity on Saturday afternoon to I don't know, get your groove on. Start feeling a little bit better. You do transition into Sunday as well, but you do transition into the energy of this trine, because the moon will then be in Scorpio on Sunday the 18th, and you enter this trine with Cancer as it's doing its dance with Mercury. So that's a lot of quick energy that wants to come through. That's the opportunity for like really quick healing as well. So yeah, those are the 2 days this week that I would say are going to be optimum days for you. Okay. All right. Let us get your tarot card for the week. Ooh, that was fast. Okay, 7 of Cups. So we have the energy of 7 of Cups that's popping through. And what is going on with this light? This is so weird. 7 of Cups energy, talking about a lot of choices, okay? Talking about a lot of opportunities. And there is going to be a point as it transitions into the 8 of Cups moment that you will have to go back and you will have to make sure that you've tied up a loose end. And in tying up this loose end, it will allow you to walk away and graduate to the next level. So it could be, you know, it could be lots of different types of circumstances. I mean, it really could. But the 8 of Cups is at that position where you're ready to move forward and you're ready to walk away from all the old so that you can go into the new. The 7 of Cups is the energy of, again, having lots of different options. And so if it does seem confusing to you, just know that you start with the first cup. It's your fruit of your fruit on your vine hanging out, right? Watching those things come forward. That Seven of Cups, not like Pentacles where you need to wait usually, but the cups are there. Hey, we're full of water. We're ready to start. Grab one, grab two, whatever you can handle at that particular moment. But one of those choices is going to put you in the position of looking backwards a little bit. Did I do everything that I was supposed to do? Am I ready to move forward to this next endeavor? But for me, I find it more involved with like paperwork. Like, did I finish something? So be mindful of that. If there's something that you hadn't completed, we have talked about making sure that you get stuff completed several weeks in a row. But like I told you, if you don't get it done once, the universe will make sure that there's other opportunities. Please take advantage of those, so then you don't have to have them forcing the issue, right? Okay. Now we're going to go into your magical dimensions deck here. And let's see what energy can support for Scorpio, please. My friend Scorpio, can I just tell you right now that you have, no, oh, I dropped it, son of a nutcracker. Sorry, let me get it. You have two cards. The first card is exploration, boldness, unknown details, limitless ability coming towards you. Card 15 reduces down to a 6. Okay, it matches perfectly with this energy of optimal health and well-being. The other card that you got was Majestic Eminence, and I find this one gorgeous because this relates to a lot of Scorpio naturally. Priestess energy, divine feminine, and worth, knowing your self-worth. So optimal health is important to you for self-worth. You cannot heal other people if you're not healed yourself, okay, as well. I shouldn't say never, but you have the ability to strengthen your power for the greater good at this particular moment. Majestic Eminence, exploration, and Scorpio got a third card as well. You also got isolation. So same meaning applies. You might need to be by yourself for a little bit in order to take advantage of this healing opportunity with this Hertz music, to really think about this particular situation that's coming with that Seven of Cups into the Eight of Cups. But there is an invitation for you to reconnect home. So you don't need to feel isolated at all. I think for more specifically, this is you taking the time to go in and gather those details. You're the only sign that got 3 cards, by the way. Yay. So now we're going to go in with the Keepers of the Light and see which master would like to step forward and offer our Scorpio a little bit of help this week. All right. Scorpio. That was super fast. Ooh. Kathumi, you have a cloak of wisdom. So you already know the answer that you seek, so trust what you know. Like, just throw on your invisibility cloak. Okay? This is important. This is like, well, we could tell you, but you kind of already know. So you're like, put that cloak on and you're gonna feel really good about what needs to happen here. So Kathumi, please take a look and research that energy, okay? Om energy, right? Connection energy. I love that. Also, the snake energy that's here indicates the, very often indicates the Kundalini energy. Notice that he wears a mixture. If I can get super close, not only does he have the Ankh, but he also has it embedded with Metatron's cube. Metatron's cube is what, well, you can't see it, never mind. So that's a lot of, that card is basically saying, we're trying to just share with you how to keep yourself shiny. Go within, figure out what it is that you need, utilize the music, and then the detail that's going to come through for you for this next level is going to happen. So Scorpio, that is a lot of content. Thank you so much for letting me kind of you know, spill on a little bit. If you resonated with this in any way, shape, or form, please make sure that you give it a like, comment below, share it out with someone else that you think would be a beneficial recipient to how I deliver the information. If you're a visitor to the page, please consider subscribing, because we're awesome like that. Otherwise, any other content information that you need is in the description box below. And with that, we are going to move forward to our Pisces. Last but not least, okay? Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. You also have a trine on Saturday the 17th, which is going to be beneficial for you, Pisces. Monday is going to be a big day for you. There's a lot of Leo energy and there's a lot of Cancer energy that's in there. So strength to do this next part of the project and working your way through the emotional aspect of what it is that you're doing. So I see a lot of emotional growth happening for you on those couple of days. And of course on Thursday, when Chiron goes retrograde, that's your big day this week, okay? Now, when the moon is in Libra, and it does this particular dance with Jupiter in your sign, that could actually be a day where you might want to, like, kind of just be mindful of that day. But those are really it. Is there anything else that I can think of? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, here we go. Sacred Geometry card for our Pisces, please. I feel that you're going to have more than one come out. Let's see what happens. I was incorrect. You got Raven Magic. This is protection. This is releasing fears. It is also about heightened intuition, but it is definitely about protection. That's the first thing that pops out to me. This is card 6. So this is making sure that you are managing what belongs to you, okay? And understanding that these different situations that are coming to fruition for you, especially with you being in your fields, make sure that you're calling in whatever your protection method is for you. If you're not down with the white light, do what you got to do. But I'm just saying, this is huge. Raven Magic is a big deal. Okay. Release fear. You can do it. Your intuition is absolutely going to be heightened. If it hasn't already started to kick off into gear, which I'm probably sure it has, Pisces. I'm just going to say it again. You need to protect yourself. If you're not feeling, you know, the pantheon of calling in the white light, I don't care who you got to call in for protection of your own energy field. So if you are into crystals, I would be utilizing shungite, obsidian, tourmaline. Any of the dark black crystals are going to be the best protection ones for you. At the end of the day, if you have selenite, I would make sure that you're, you know, getting down with selenite to help you. That's just what I have to say. Protect your own energy, because you're so, I don't even want to use the fragile. You're very fluid at this particular moment. And sometimes that can create a little bit of a gap where other entities and energies can kind of come through in a way that are not for your best and highest good. You're very attractive magnetically, and you need to always make sure that your protective gear is on. Okay, you don't have to fear it, because once you do that, you know that nothing else can come in and cross your particular barrier, but you do need to make sure that you're putting on your protective gear. Not meaning to scare anybody. I'm just keeping it real because that's what I do. So what we have here is the Two of Coins transitioning into the Three of Coins. So there is a choice that's coming. And the choice that's coming is going to lead you to an opportunity for collaboration with someone. And 3 coins, 3-legged stool is just as strong as a 4-legged stool. So it's the very beginning portion of a creation of something. So there's a balancing act, which you're going to have to navigate, okay? Originally, this card came out sideways, which means you're halfway in the bag. I don't mean that negatively, but what it means is that you're at that point where you need to consider what that means for you. And what your level of commitment is to this new opportunity that you already have knowledge of. That is for sure. You have to make the commitment. Are you in or are you out? If you make the decision to go in with this Two of Pentacles in the right decision, or in the right way, that is not what I meant to say. Right way up is what I meant to say with the card. Then you can rest assured that this partnership is going to be a strong foundation. Okay? It can be a new business. It can be a stronger relationship with your partner who's... I'm getting child out of this, so I feel that there's somebody out there that's going to be watching this that has a significant other who has a child from a previous relationship, and that is the, do I really want to get involved in this kind of emotional, that is the level of, and even if that doesn't resonate with you, that experience, I think, is something that people would be able to understand. It's like, do I really want to tie myself to this type of experience? Well, the reality of the situation is, yeah, you do. It opens you up in a learning capacity. And I do feel that that's probably the way that you're going to go. Even if this was a new business partnership, I feel that that younger energy that's coming through is probably someone might be a little bit younger that you are like, do they really have? Yeah, they do. Give peace a chance. Let it happen. Try. At least consider it. Okay, so there's an opportunity that you're trying to consider when it comes to something like that, and it's very, very vibrant. It's very strong. Okay, your wisdom card is the Ice Queen. So this is introspection. This is self-analysis, and this is fortitude. That supports what's going on with this situation that's right here. Card 22, it's a master number, right place, right time. So I really strongly encourage you, and it looks like it might come to that position where you're going to make this decision to stay in your lane for as long as you can, and when this opportunity comes to fruition, you will have thought it out the best way that you can think it out, but it does look like this would be supportive. That introspection that comes out, though, is really about, again, it's that moment where you're going, you know what I mean? Beautiful card, though. And this is not a negative energy at all. It's really not a negative energy. When you're in this type of an energy where you're going in, you might appear to be cold to someone else because you're just taking your time. That's not the personality that we're giving off here. But there is like this sympathy, sacrifice energy that kind of comes through. You coming through with your sympathetic best. You don't have to self-sacrifice yourself to anyone. So don't, how do I say this where it doesn't come off preachy? Okay. Your self-analysis, okay? Your self-analysis of who you are with this particular situation that's going to come up is going to provide a lot of the different clarity that you have. This is also a lot of root chakra energy. So your base chakra, root chakra, ancestors, laying literal foundations, creating roots for yourself, abundance, how you feel about yourself, and what it is that you bring to the table is an energy that needs to be honored and explored, is the best way I think I can put it without it coming out too preachy this week. So now let's move on to the Keepers of the Light to see which master would like to step forward, okay? All right. All right, Pisces, here we go. This is one of my favorites. Lady Venus comes through to talk about downloads and understanding. You are receiving, or you would have received, some more downloads. You are starting to understand things in a different way. It talks about truth being revealed. It also talks about deep insights that are coming from your astral team. And you're going to know what to do with this information. So you can call on Lady Venus anytime that you need some support with understanding your downloads. If you feel that very, very strongly, then those are just know. I'm just trying to tell you, though, try to get into that protective mode to the best of your ability, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to receive that content very, very strongly. But you're going to be fine. It looks like to me you're going to be making a decision to get into some sort of strengthen up a partnership, or whatever the case may be. And you know, sorry, I just got my eyebrows done and it's very itchy right here. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, you're going to move forward very, very quickly. There's those couple of auspicious days that I talked to you about. Those are going to be some awesome days. You're going to really work through some feels that you have about situations, and you're going to come out like smelling like a rose on the other end of the situation. Okay, so Pisces, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for sticking around and taking a listen to a very quick message to support you this particular week. If you resonated with this in any way, shape, or form, please make sure that you give it a like, share, subscribe. If you're a visitor and you have not already subscribed to the page, I would really appreciate it. Our little tiny but mighty, you know, community is growing here, and I really appreciate being able to provide this type of information. If you didn't, make sure that you take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and north node to get a full picture. And of course, if you would like a better one-to-one opportunity to get down with your personal energy, then make sure you take a look at the description box below, because all of my contact information is in there. Okay, so that is what I have for everyone for this upcoming week. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you very, very soon. I'm pretty sure that Wednesday there's going to be some bonus readings that are going to come out. All right, so please look forward to that. Other than that, many, many, many blessings, and we will talk to you next week, if not by Wednesday. Bye for now.